The former RailCorp chief says he had other things on his mind while fraud and corruption were running rampant under his watch. Vince Graham told the Independent Commission Against Corruption that he was preoccupied with safety issues after the fatal rail accidents at Glenbrook and Waterfall. He says his main priority was fixing what he called an extraordinarily dysfunctional organisation.
It was a bit like the old days before Vince Graham left RailCorp and went to Integral Energy. He was back in the public spotlight to explain how a culture of fraud and corruption had flourished, as counsel assisting the Commission put it, under his watch.
Has RailCorp been so preoccupied with other priorities that they have been blind to the ongoing entrenched corruption?
The answer, paraphrased, was yes. When I arrived, said Mr Graham, it was an extraordinarily dysfunctional, unstable organisation, and I was the 8th chief executive in 10 years. Some managers, he said, in the wake of Waterfall thought they were going to jail. The London and Madrid rail bombings added to the confusion. Only 2/3 of trains ran on time, and 1 in 10 peak trains was being cancelled because of a driver shortage. He told the Commission, what I would say unashamedly is that other problems were not getting the same level of my attention as safety and reliability of service. When it was put to him quite simply that under his watch fraud and corruption fell off the agenda, Mr Graham said, no, I believe that would be somewhat unfair, and added, I believe it would be somewhat unfair to say they fell off the continental shelf, though no one actually did say that. It was his own choice of words. When George Laidlaw and other staff routinely cooked expense and travel claims, gave work worth millions of dollars to dodgy mates, and continued to take bribes for years, Mr Graham flicked the blame to his managers. Perhaps they didn't care, he said. He admitted he never saw nor called for ICAC's earlier reports on rail corruption until he'd been in the top job for years. Geoff Sims, ABC News, Sydney.